Hey, Texas Values Facebook friends.
Wait.
Jonathan Covey. Oh, okay.
Did you see it go live?
It said recording in progress.
Right. It's just the audio.
Oh, I thought we were.
Yeah, no, it will do a Facebook thing too. Oh, crud. I had the link up and now, okay. Hang on a sec.
Hey, Texas Values Facebook friends. I'm Jonathan Covey with Texas Values. I'm the policy director here. Also joining me is Mary Elizabeth Castle, our senior policy advisor. We wanted to give you a quick update on the State Board of Education and some really exciting things that are happening here that happened here yesterday. And wow, what a day yesterday, Mary Elizabeth. Many of you have been following us as we monitor the activities at the State Board of Education, particularly with regard to the social studies standards, also known as the Texas Essential Knowledge and Skills Standards, or the TEKS. And we saw the board meet the week of August 1st, and now this week to discuss the current state of the draft for kindergarten through 8th grade. So in a victory for parents last night, the State Board of Education voted to delay the Texas Social Studies curriculum, which was scheduled for a revision this year. Mary Elizabeth, you were there. Our team was there testifying as well. Tell us a little bit more about what happened going on last night.
Yes, Covey. So the big news is they were able to delay the social studies review and revision for another 2 years. Now, you know that from the beginning and pretty much all year in this process, it's been pretty grim. You know, we came out earlier with the concern about whether or not enough Texas history would be taught. Then we finally got the drafts back and they were egregious. The phrase "In God We Trust," which is our national motto, was stuck from the U.S. history course. The First Amendment that, mentions religious freedom was struck as well. And then you had the addition of all these other egregious things like LGBTQ issues and the like. Well, the board last night decided in a 7-2 vote that they will not move forward with this review and revision process. Now, what that means is it stopped from now. We're not going to go with the drafts that the work groups have proposed. We're not going to make these changes. Only what we're currently studying in social studies is what is going to happen for your Texas kids in the future. So that's a huge victory. It also gives us an opportunity to do better next time in the next 2 years. And so that's also what happened too, is that they voted on a model framework for kindergarten through 8th grade for next time. And I believe the vote on that was similar in the numbers, but they voted that they won't go forward with a framework next time that cuts out Texas history in 4th and 7th grade. So this is a huge victory. It means we get to start over. It means we can have better work groups next time too. Right. And then also there's other huge news as well, Covey, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I was going to mention too. You said that they voted. What was the vote count on that when it came out?
Yeah, it was 7-2. Yeah, so 7-2 in agreement for a delay on vote, and of course, so Democrats tried to walk the vote, but that wasn't enough to break quorum or to delay the vote. Right. So we're very excited about that vote.
Well, and we had there was a lot of discussion, especially over the last few weeks and months too about CRT concepts being in the standards and being in the social studies. And the board has been talking about this ongoing for a while as well. So what happened with that? What was the news there?
Yeah, so you may remember once we came closer to the August 1st meeting, we found these ethnic studies drafts that the board didn't even direct the work groups. The work groups kind of spontaneously got together and drafted themselves. And if you took a look at these drafts, they were written with critical race theory. And so these drafts definitely were some things that we wanted to stop immediately. So at the August 1st meeting, they discussed that, hey, we don't want this to go forward. We already teach ethnic studies in the schools in a pilot program that is appropriate, that is uplifting and positive. So we don't need these drafts. So last night, member Pat Hardy actually brought up for a vote that they would stop the ethnic study courses, and any other proposal for a new ethnic study course would have to go through the pilot program, just like the current courses that are good have gone through. And so they were able to officially, even though they discussed stopping the critical race theory courses last time, we were able to officially have that vote to stop them this time. And that vote was 12-1. So that was even a larger victory.
Well, this is great news. And I think that parents can be proud that the State Board of Education took this step. But it's great news, especially for Texas students and for protecting them from things, because the social studies TEKS are crucially important, because they guide what's taught in our public schools. All 5 million or 5.8 million students, history, geography, civics, so much more. And these subjects help educate students and bring them up who are honest students and rational students, because if you don't know your foundations and your heritage, it's hard to make sense of the many complex political, economic, and social questions that we face as adults. So these are incredibly important courses, incredibly important to keep them the way they are for students. And this is a great update and a great victory.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great victory. And I do want to remind people that the committee of the full board meets Friday. So they have to repeat these votes on Friday to kind of put the official stamp on it. So thank you for reaching out to your members, but still remind them to vote well on Friday as well and not be swayed by any other opposition. And we're looking for a great victory on Friday as well.
Thank you, Mary Elizabeth. Yeah, just a great reminder that we have a social studies TEKS that uphold things like "In God We Trust," and we have no room for things that remove Texas history courses, the very things that make Texans who we are and inspire a new generation of young people to embrace the principles of liberty. So thanks for joining us on this update for the Texas Values monitoring of the State Board of Education, and we hope we'll see you again soon next time. Thanks so much.